Additional day trading recap for Tuesday, February 11th. I had a day trade late in the day. Wanted to go over it really quick because it's a pattern that I very much like, and it worked out for me. It was a very, very good day trade. So I had a video earlier, the one right before this, where I recapped how I misplayed a bunch of trades. So I was just looking for a quick scalp, if possible, a quick win, and I got it here with Masco, which was an earnings play, but it showed up in I have this volume alert gappers list that has been really good for me. And at 12:42, this one came into play. I actually probably alerted earlier on too, because it was an earnings play. And when you look at the daily chart, you can see that it was gapping down. So it was recovering from a decent gap down. So yesterday it closed at 49.65, and then it gapped all the way down to about 46.30 something to start today. When you look at the 5-minute chart, it had a big, kind of an indecision doji here to start this 5-minute this candle. Buyers try to bring it up, sellers try to bring it down. They kind of ended right where they started, but then they had a big jump after that. So that if you had a decent enough buffer for a stop, you could have gotten in somewhere around above 47 and ridden it up to about 47.60. If you held through this little dip here, you could have gotten it out at all the way close to 48. But you can see how it hit that 8 EMA and then started fading the rest of the day. So you could have played this as a short as well. See a topping tail right through the 8 EMA, but holding it. You could have played that down a little bit. This is what really caught my eye when I saw it on the list, is that as it started to make its way back up, it crossed. The 8 EMA crossed the 20 SMA. So you got a faster moving average, the 8 EMA, and a slower one, the 20 SMA. When you use them together, it's very helpful. Sometimes you could see a change in direction of the stock, especially with gappers like this, where the stock is trying to pick a direction and move, and they tend to either reverse or collapse depending on which way they gapped. So this one started crossing, and it did cross. And when you look, two things working for it here: the 820 cross, and then look, it crossed over VWAP. And VWAP obviously is incredibly important for day trading. So this is even seeing a little indecision doji as it got above the VWAP, and then it kind of moved up a little. This would have been a nice area to get into, is 47.28. Actually, I think that's exactly where I got in. 47.28. Yeah, my entry was 47.28. And I was looking for it to get about to 47.50. I just wanted to get about a 20-cent gain out of it. It moved up. And you see this nice smooth movement here, where it's holding the 8 EMA. So you could set your stop below the 8 EMA, because if it collapsed through it, then you know it's probably changing direction again. Because it used the 8 EMA as a resistance line, but then it broke it, and then it used it as a support. So I got in at 47.28. When it moved up about 10 minutes later to about 47.44, I think that's where I got a little more than half my shares out, 47.44, for a 16-cent gain. And then it went up to 47.52, and I got the rest of my shares out. And the reason I did that, even though it does have a potential to continue moving up, if I just kind of dragged my stop along the 8 EMA and just said wherever it ends up crossing that, I can get out. Could have done that, but see, it's separated a little bit too much for my liking from this 8 EMA. You can see this little gap here, or I shouldn't call it a gap, this little separation here, this little spacing. When it starts to move too far away from that, I worry about it regressing. But the thing is, for something like this, even though it kind of did that, you see a big red bar, or decent red bar right here, it could just kind of come back and then use it as support and move back up. I suspect this is actually going to continue moving up a little bit more. It might have a little trouble because you can see the top of these candles right here at 47.67. That could prove to be some resistance. When you look at the daily chart, the 50 SMA on this daily chart is at 47.75. I feel like it probably could make a run back up to that and maybe hit its head on that. But I just wanted a quick win to make up for a couple of bad misplays this morning. Even though I ended up positive on the morning, I just could have had a much better day. I don't stick to my rules, and it's unfortunate because I've been getting a lot of successful trades that I just misplay. I don't kind of hang in there when I should. Particularly GT, which when I closed out my video, it was still up in the air as to what that stock was going to do. And you can see I got in right here at around 1190. What did I get in? 1196. And then I got nervous when this green bar happened. I got out 88 or 89, and then look what happened. Boom, all the way down to about 1111. So that was unfortunate. It was like a 90-cent short that I could have had right there, and I just got too nervous. It was only like 15 minutes in, and I got nervous. I just couldn't stick to my rules, and that's what happens. You gotta let your winners run. If you don't let your winners run, you're not gonna be a successful day trader, because those stocks that do end up running, a win like this could have made my week. Would have supported me for an entire week, where I could have like sat back and just kind of looked for more comfortable trades that don't seem as risky, and just because of the success of this one trade going down almost $1. Unfortunately, I only got like 8 cents out of a short gain out of this short. So I was really upset about that one. I really thought I could have done a lot better. But then this fell into my lap, and I just saw how nice and smooth this was moving. I said, I just ride it up a little bit, take profit, and get out. And I did. But I still think it has room to get up to about 1175 maybe. And then if it busts through that moving average on the daily chart, it could actually start making its way back up to into the territory where it closed yesterday. But I don't see that happening at this point. The other thing is, you see this volume burst right here at 1:20 in the afternoon, right when I got out the last bit of my shares. I was worried that was a signal of a reverse coming, because when it's already been moving up and you see a volume burst, I tend to think that is going to change direction on me, because it could have just been a block trade. Who knows? But it still makes me a little nervous when you see a burst of volume on its way up, when it's just starting to cross something, or it's just starting to make a move. Like if you got a little volume burst right here, you can actually see the volume burst right here at the bottom of this run down. That obviously showed to signify that the stock was starting to move in the long direction, because this is where it ended up stopping its run down and moving back up. So I was a little worried this volume burst right here was going to portend a drop. But that was it. So a little trade on Masco. Earnings today, and helped me improve on my day. Even though I was positive in the morning, it wasn't great. This made my day a lot better. All right, good luck trading, and hopefully we'll be back with another video tomorrow.